Well, gang, let's get into it. Crash to the Titans against Lockjaw. He is a yellow, blue, and green user, which is going to be kind of funny. The reason why I say it's going to be kind of funny is that one of the abilities that Lockjaw does, his green ability, the dog that bit you, is going to put out charge tiles. And if you know anything about Cosmo, you'll see what I'm talking about. Lord Protector is Lockjaw's passive. Whenever an enemy matches friendly special tile, Lockjaw jumps out in front, resisting 100% of the damage and then dealing damage to the enemy. Alright. Royal Escort is his blue ability that costs 8, and depending upon the colors that are the most present on the board, there are some effects. So if blue is the most present on the board, then you use Quake's ability to destroy seven random tiles of the enemy's strongest color, and then you deal damage to the target. If you happen to have yellow, then Kamala Khan will give the team a burst of healing. If green's the most present, then he summons his master, Black Bolt, and then he destroys 2 of the middle rows and then deals damage. If purple's the most present, then he'll summon Medusa, and Medusa swaps 16 pairs of random tiles, stealing any swap, strike, attack, and protect tiles and improving them. If red's the most present, then he summons Crystal. She'll deal damage, and then she'll create a red attack, blue protect, and black strike tile, or whatever the listed amount might be. And then finally, if black is the most present, then you summon Karnak. And then Karnak will deal damage to the enemy with the lowest health and stun each other enemy for 2 turns. And then finally, the dog that bit you is his green ability that's both active and passive. The active portion converts any number of random basic tiles into charge tiles, and at the start of the turn, if there happens to be a charge tile in Cosmo's strongest color, then we're going to get dealt damage. His affiliation for all those that care: heroes and humans, non-humanoids, and non-humans for all those that care. Alright, we got Cosmo. Cosmo's a good dog. Cosmo has the same color scheme, or similar color schemes as any of the other yellow, red, and blue users: Captain America, Foster, Aunt May, yada yada yada. TK Field is his yellow ability that costs 6. It's both active and passive. Actively, it creates 3 projectiles on the board, and then if there's at least 5 friendly projectiles on the board, then you fortify 2 of them. Passively, whenever the enemy team removes the fortification from a friendly projectile or destroys a friendly fortified projectile, then you deal damage to the enemy team. And the first time that Cosmo drops below 30% health, then you create 4 projectiles. At higher levels, it's 5, more fortification. You get the idea. No More Mr. Nice Dog is Cosmo's red ability that costs 7. So Cosmo will deal damage to the enemy team plus an additional amount of additional amount of damage per 10% of health his teammates are missing. Since this is a one-on-one fight, he's gonna be his own teammate. And then Help from Nowhere, which is the ability that I was telling you about with the charge tiles. This one here is his blue ability that costs 7. So you choose a tile color, then you convert 9 random tiles, basic tiles of course, of the chosen color into charged tiles of that color. And then whenever the enemy matches or destroys the charged tile, they lose 2 AP in the matched color, and their abilities are disabled until the end of the next turn. Meaning if Lockjaw's passive, the dog that beat you, were to activate, it wouldn't activate. And then Cosmo's affiliations for all those that care: heroes, enhanced, cosmic, non-humans, and non-humanoids for all those that care. Alright, so how do we defeat a good dog using a good dog? We're going to primarily be using Cosmo's blue ability. We're also going to want Cosmo's red ability. And then we also want to kind of use Cosmo's yellow ability to get those projectiles so we can eventually fortify them and then deal additional damage to Lockjaw. What we don't want Lockjaw to get, we don't want a lot of purple on the board, and we definitely don't want black on the board because stun, stuck, and crash the Titans. So we'll let my master do the talking from this point forward. There we go. Lockjaw. You were getting really annoying with the Medusa stuff, but hey, we got a legendary token regardless. Normally I would say thanks a lot for playing, but I already did some fights earlier today. Alright, now, who to pair Cosmo up with? Well, anybody that can make charge tiles, that's usually a good thing. And so, Goddess of Thunder, Thor. Well, Cosmo is also a counter to the 5-star Mighty Thor too, because if she happen to destroys any charge tiles, well, her passive doesn't activate. But the main thing you want to do with Lockjaw, anybody that creates charge tiles, so the 5-star Black Bolt, 5-star Storm, 4-star Jane Foster Goddess of Thunder, she makes charge tiles. Of course, Cosmo makes his own charge tiles because Cosmo's a good boy. Worthy Cap can make charge tiles too with his red. Let's see here, which is limited to 4-star land. For the filter. Ability descriptions. Oh yeah, that's right. Mordo creates charge tiles. Lockjaw does. Jubilee with her green. Yeah, it's her green. Because her purple changes colors. Negasonic does it with her green ability. If you happen to match away that countdown tile, and then +2 if you match charge tiles to destroy some tiles from the board. Totally awesome Oak with his black. Alligator Loki, whenever he is invisible and the enemy makes a match using a charge tile, so there you go, there's a little synergy right there. Frog, only if you make matches with blue, and seeing as though my Cosmo doesn't have a snowball's chance and you know where to tank blue anytime soon. Electro does it with his black ability. Hawkeye does it when you get further into the arrows. I don't remember Silver Samurai creating charge tiles. Black Knight I know does it with his black ability. And I want to say it's green ability. Let me see here. Black as a Soul. Yeah, okay, there's the 2 charge tiles there. And then Nighttime prevents him from getting downed. And what does Dane from above do? Fortifies, countdown tile, then goes airborne. Okay, so his green will kind of work. Star-Lord does it with his yellow ability. Ragnarok does it with his blue ability. Riri Williams with her blue ability. I don't know why she isn't listed, because she'll create charge tiles in the middle of the board that'll happen to be red, and that will fuel Cosmo's team damage ability right there. Mr. Fantastic, his is random. Gambit does it off of his black and his red ability. His black creates purple, red, and black charge tiles, if I'm not mistaken, but you deal damage to your entire team. Black or purple, okay, red or purple. The 5-star Gambit can do it passively too, but again, we're trying to stick to 4-star options. Is there anybody in 3-star land that does charge tiles? I'm pretty sure there is. Miles Morales, yeah, because of his bioelectric threads. Convert web tiles into charge tiles, so yeah. So that is that with Cosmo. So we got another new. I guess this one here's a new crash. No, this one here isn't a new one. She's got a double crash. Penny Parker. So we'll be taking on her stuff. The Thunderbolt seasonal vault that's still going on. I actually did watch the Thunderbolts over the weekend. It's pretty good. I won't go into any spoilers. Let's see here. I will say they should. Well, we should have had. You know what? Never mind. I said no spoiler talk, so no spoiler talk. Let's see here. Offers. I do want to show you the new common core. 500 hero points for all powerful 1-star characters. Get this, please. Quick on the draw. As you can see, Winter Soldier has a new costume. The manga look. And that is it, maybe. Impending Doom, that's if you're doing his PvP that's going on right now. And yeah, that is it for me. So we'll be back at it next Monday. Hopefully, Lord willing. Thank you all for watching. Be excellent to your fellow human beings. Till then, peace.